All right, let's talk about something we've all done. You're scrolling through hotel reviews and you're trying to figure out if cozy means charming or if it just means incredibly tiny. Well, today we are digging into the hidden science behind all those online opinions and how they actually psychologically steer our travel choices. Let's dive in.
So let's just start with this one number, 93%. A recent report found that's how many of us, basically all of us, read online reviews before we buy something. It's a massive shift in how we make decisions, and it means we're putting a lot of trust in the opinions of total strangers.
And that, of course, leads to the big question, right? When you're staring at this endless sea of opinions, what is it that makes one review actually stick with you and influence your choice, while you just scroll right past another one? What makes an opinion actually useful? To figure that out, we first have to get a handle on this absolute wave of online opinion that defines the digital travel world. And researchers have a specific name for this whole phenomenon. It's called electronic word of mouth, or eWOM for short. Now, unlike a recommendation you get from a buddy, eWOM can reach a nearly unlimited number of people. It's any statement, good or bad, about a place or a company that gets put out there on the internet for everyone to see. And this has completely transformed an industry like tourism, which is all about information. But here's the thing. Not all this eWOM is created equal. I mean, we all know that. So a fascinating 2021 study actually broke down exactly what makes a review useful when it comes to planning our travels. And what they found is that a review's power really comes down to 4 key ingredients. You've got the volume of reviews, their valence, the argument quality, and the source credibility. Let's break each of those down. First up is eWOM volume. This one's super simple. It's just the total number of reviews. And think about it. A hotel with 2,000 reviews just feels like a safer bet than one with only 2, right? The research backs this up. A higher volume doesn't just make a place seem more popular, it actually makes us remember it better and makes us more likely to buy. Next up is valence. And that's really just the emotional vibe of the review. Is it positive or negative? This is the fastest shortcut our brain takes. We see glowing words like dream and impeccable, and we get a good feeling. We see nightmare or rude, and it's an immediate red flag. It's that quick, gut-level reaction. But, gut feelings will only get you so far. We also need good argument quality. This is the real substance of the review. A comment that just says, "it was good," is pretty much useless. A great review tells you why it was good. It gives you the details, the comfy bed, the super fast Wi-Fi, the amazing breakfast. That's the stuff that persuades us. And finally, there's source credibility. We do this subconsciously all the time. We're constantly asking, can I actually trust this person? We're looking for little clues about how expert or trustworthy they are. Do they travel a lot? Do their photos look real? When we decide a reviewer is credible, their argument just becomes that much more powerful. So we have these 4 factors: volume, valence, argument quality, and source credibility. How do they all work together inside our heads to get us to click book now? This is where we see a kind of psychological domino effect. This study explains this with a simple but really powerful idea: the stimulus, organism, response model, SOR. The stimulus is the review you're reading. The organism, well, that's you, and how the review makes you think and feel. And the response? That's your final move. You either book it or you keep on scrolling. Let's dig into that organism part a bit more. A useful review actually does 4 things in our minds. First, it creates destination awareness. Maybe you've never even heard of that hotel before. Second, it shapes the destination image, building a mental picture of the place. Third, it creates a destination preference, making you want to go there more than other places. And finally, and this one is so important, it reduces your perceived risk. Travel is a big purchase, and you can't exactly try it on first. A credible, detailed review makes us feel way less nervous about spending our money. Okay, so what's the takeaway here? How does all this science become a practical playbook? Well, this isn't just for academics. It has real-world meaning for both businesses and for smart travelers like us. This research basically gives us a playbook for both sides of the screen. For marketers, they're using these 4 dimensions to build their brand and make you feel confident enough to book. So for us travelers, the big takeaway is to become a more critical reader. You have to look beyond just the star rating, assess the quantity of reviews, read both the good and the bad to get a balanced perspective, and always, always question the quality of the argument and the credibility of the person who wrote it.
So the next time you're booking a trip, or maybe even leaving a review for someone else, you'll know about the powerful science that's happening behind the scenes. It's this complex mix of numbers, feelings, logic, and trust that really shapes the entire travel industry. It's a great reminder of the power we all have right at our fingertips, which just leaves one last question. Now that you know the science, will you read or write your next review any differently?